Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Space Engineers with me, Link the Killer, and as you can see I am inside of a room with my helmet off. Oh my gosh, I am inside of a room without a helmet, and that's right because between last episode and this episode we're gonna have a hiccup to start the video off, but as you can see I have the command room done. I even played with T.I.M and automated screens. Automated screens were a bit of a pain to learn, to be honest with you, but I did get it to work to read oxygen. But let's fly out here real quick and look at what the base looks like now. As you see, I finished these off here, and I even had 8 of the oxygen forms just for now. And then we have a total of 32 solar panels. That's just a regular antenna. Up there is the laser antenna. And then if you come over here, these are the hydrogen tanks. I finished them all off, hooked them all up. Let's see if we can come down here. There's actually a door that you can enter. It's not pressurized, so once you come in here, you can access all of these items in here. As you can see, they're all empty just because I haven't went and got ice. I'm still figuring out how I'm going to do that. But if we come out here, close the door. There we go. Yeah, we got all this stuff here. And then I'm going to leave these unfinished. I just like how they look. They look like scaffolding. I really do like that look. Temporarily, I did do this nonsense here. I got everything out of there now. I got to figure out how to keep stuff out of there, because once I got T.I.M working, for some reason T.I.M wants to throw it all into the ship, which is a little annoying. Up here is the oxygen farms. I forgot to show the ones down there, but they look kind of cool. They're empty at the moment because there's no sunlight up here for it to hit it. I don't even know where the sun is. Sun's right there, so maybe these are on. Yeah, these have got a half bar of sun, so these are producing some oxygen. It's just not full max. But yeah, the base is being powered by the big ship, the little ship, and the solar panels at the moment. In here I added these panels right here and labeled them. These are to turn the air vents on and off and depressurize the area. Over here is the bay doors, the corner lights, dock lights, and gravity generator. Not too fancy. I did get rid of the oxygen generator I had here, and I put in a hydrogen tank, so that one can be kind of for like just hydrogen bottles. And then if we come back up here, like so, we can take our helmet off and turn our jetpack off if we wanted to. This one here is pretty much everything in the docking bay, so we can turn the gravity on. There we go. We can control the bay doors and the air blocking system. So yeah, cool. And then over here we have the air vents and depressurizing the bridge and the bridge lights. So if we hit this, lights are off. I think that is pretty cool. Turn it back on. And the medical bay, cryo chamber, small cargo. The small cargo is just for bottles and weapons and stuff. And there's the vents. Over here is the programmer and timer. And then I got some LCDs. At the moment, I'm still playing around with it. It doesn't seem to be working correctly. It seems like it's making a lot of useless stuff, and I don't want useless stuff. But this one here is actually automated LCD screens, which is just showing hydrogen tanks filled and oxygen tanks filled with how much power we have with the base. And then over here we actually have a screen for ore, how much ore we have on hand, and then we have how much ingots we have on hand. And as you see, we have no silver, no magnesium, So I'm going to have to make a run for ore sooner or later. But other than that, that's all I've done between episodes. Today, I want to talk about T.I.M and how you can get this working. First, you want to go to the Steam Workshop and make sure you click sub to the, I forget what it's called, Talons. Let's see if I can go here, browse workshop, Talon's inventory manager, aka T.I.M, and you want to download automatic LCDs too while you're there. And that's pretty much all you'll have to do for that. And so what you want to do is you want to build a timer block, which is this block here, and you want to build a programmable block. You can build 2 of each because each one needs its own. Once you're in here, what you want to do, and I'm trying to remember all you have to do. I think you need to put T.I.M right here, so you just type in there T.I.M, and then you want to go to edit, and then you want to go to browse workshop, and then you want to click this. Once you click that, you hit OK. I'm just gonna hit cancel, it's already in there. And once you hit OK, it should fill this out right here, and then you want to hit check code, and what that really does is just compiles the program to make sure it runs, and then you want to hit run and exit, and it brings you back to this screen. And you want to make sure it is owned by you and everything you have is owned by you, because if not, it's not going to work correctly. And then you can click run, and each time you click run, this is going to update, but we want to do that kind of automatically, so that's where the timer block comes in. Timer block, you can set it to whatever time you want. I can't do it right now because it's already working. I have it set for 3 seconds. If you play a single player, you can probably set it to 1. I figure since we're on a server, we'll make it every 3 seconds. We don't need like blazing speed. Next thing you want to do is set up actions. There you go. And you want to put the programmable block, which is T.I.M, here. And you want it to set it to run with default argument. And then you want the timer block, timer. I don't know why they both 2, but you want to grab 1 and drag it down here and just set it to start. And what this is going to do, it's just going to go do this and repeat and repeat. And it's just going to keep running the same program. And once you do that, T.I.M is done. T.I.M is working in the background, organizing your stuff and things and all that great stuff. Now what you want to do next is go into anything really. Go to your control panel, and let's say you want to set up a cargo, which I think it should be here somewhere, cargo for just ore. So you'll click on your cargo, and then here you will actually type in bracket T.I.M ore close bracket. And once you do that, it'll recognize it, and it'll actually go ahead and capitalize what it needs to capitalize. And that's it. So now whenever we throw something in there, probably be easier if we just type in there cargo. So this one here I actually set to component and 1,000. So it tries to keep at least 1,000 in here, but I think I screwed up that program. So that's why it's all discombobulated at the moment. This one here is ingots, so all of the ingots go in here. And where I probably don't have nothing in the ice and the ore one, because I haven't went on a run yet to get that. But as you see, it organizes everything nice and neatly. I'm still playing with the assembler. I can't seem to know what the hell I'm doing with those. For some reason it's using the ship to process things, which is another reason why I need to disconnect the ship from this thing. But as you can see, it's all T.I.M autos should auto make stuff, but I think it's kind of broken at the moment. Mostly because I think I set it up wrong. But I'm still playing with it, guys. I'm still playing with it. So for now, what you can do is just delete that part, and it will convert it back to the basic. Because right now, it just seems like it's just making everything that I don't want it to make. So we're going to get rid of that. But I'm going to keep this. Just components. I want all the components in this cargo. So we go back to cargo. Maybe that fixed my headaches. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see next time on Dragon Ball Z. It looks like it did move everything to the correct area for now. So that's good. And that's pretty much all I did for that. I just wanted stuff to be organized, because before it was like everywhere and I had to search. But now it seems to be organized. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty handy, actually. Now for the panels, they were a little more involved, per se. It's a little different in the newer version of T.I.M. If we can just come over here to this control panel, which I used, I have to kind of give myself a little idea of how I did it. So let's look at it together. So I think on some of the tutorials I seen, it didn't have this invent part right here. So what you want to do is you want to name your panel and then do a bracket T.I.M space invent colon and then component close bracket, and it should recognize it. And then if you look over here, it will tell you every component you have, pretty much in a nutshell. So as you can see, we're pretty stout on items. Like, we probably got more items than we'll ever use for now. I mean, we got 18.8k, which is a lot. And for the other panels, you just want to do the same thing. So if we look at those, see here I have for the ingots, I have T.I.M invent colon ingot, and this one has ore. And it'll just, here's your ingots, it'll just tell you what you have. And then here's your ores, will tell you what you have. So it's pretty cool. I love it. It makes it more spacey type feel. The only other one I had problems with was the automatic LCDs. It took me a while to figure this out. I keep saying and I'm sorry, guys. So if we go into panel 1, which I named it, what you want to do, let's see if I click it. You want to go bracket LCD close bracket, and then I think you go to custom data, and here you type tanks. What is that called? That asterisk? No, I think is that the asterisk? The multiplying sign, hydrogen, and then same thing. Just put oxygen, and then power time down here. Hit OK. It'll take a little bit to update, but then you'll get this screen here. Now I'm still playing with it just because I have to read everything, and the tutorials kind of suck balls on it. But all this can be found in the Steam Workshop. There's like a really handy little tutorial section where it's all written out. And then for the T.I.M mod, I actually used a YouTuber called Epitech channel. Epitech. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below. Well, I'll put a link to the video. He explains it really well. The only difference is on his video, the panels work differently now. So please pay attention to that if you are going to try it out. and use this video. For the panels to work, I had to actually just read the Steam workshop. I don't know why I keep saying workstation. So let's go in here. I want to try something with you guys real quick. So let's grab some of these. I don't need those. Those are junk. Some of these components. And let's go panel. LCD panel. Like so. Where do we want to stick this? We can actually stick this. Oh. No, we can't stick it on. I was gonna say we can stick this on a wall. That'd be great. So if we did that, like that, which look cool. Don't get me wrong. Looks cool. Looks great even. Like that. And so I want to experiment with something real quick. So if we go in here, see right there, we can just keep it that name. Type in there T.I.M. Ingot. No, it's in colon ingot. See how it auto corrects? But I'm wondering if I put ice, would it recognize it as ice? It looks actually cooler on there, to be honest with you. I wonder why it's showing it like that though. Huh, that's weird. LCD. That is what we have to do, right? I'm confusing myself now. And yeah, I wonder why it's not showing ice though. Maybe it doesn't recognize it. I don't know. But I'm wondering if what it'll look like with this. Yeah, I guess I can't have one to show ice. So we'll get rid of that. But I think one of these should show ice. Yeah, see, it says ice right there. So I guess we'd just be fine with that. I wonder if there's a way to show ice on this thing. I haven't looked into it because it is a pain in the booty. I ain't even gonna worry about it, tell you the truth. Now you go worry about it. Let's head downstairs. Whee. Close. Oh, make sure you put your helmet back on. There we go. And then down here. It's amazing. We can turn this off since I'm down here. We don't need to have that on. But yeah, I'm very happy how this thing came out. Like I said, you're going to have to move this ship. I'm just tired of it. I don't even know where I'm going to move it to just yet. I really love how this looks back here. Let me see if I can keep my hand up. I love how this looks. I might just leave it like that. But I also love how this looks because you can look into it. I just think it looks amazing. And then you might be wondering, what are you doing down here, Link? What is this T? Well, what I was thinking of doing, if you look in here, there's these things called heavy blocks, heavy armor blocks. And what I was thinking of doing is doing some heavy blocks here, kind of like that. And then there's these things called Decoys, which I have never used. So we can do something like that. So in case if we ever get attacked or something, what will happen is, since we use the heavy blocks around this, what AI of the ships, the enemy ships, are going to do is they're going to see this and they want to attack this first, which hopefully gives me enough time to counteract it with an attack while they're attacking this. But I don't know if I want to do that just yet. So that's what I was thinking of doing here. I was also thinking of maybe some turrets down here, just shooting away. I don't know. Let's see. I was actually thinking of some turrets up here on this dock right here in those two corners. I don't know. And I was even thinking of some turrets just floating in space with some solar panels, just shooting whatever comes near us. But like I said, I don't know what I want to do with that just yet. And I know this video has just been nothing but me talking and rambling on and everything, but I think that probably be it for today, to be honest with you. I kind of want to get this ship out of here, to be honest with you, because this thing is such a pain in my butt since everything. So I may tear it down sooner or later. We'll see. I think next episode I want to get working on a fighter jet, because as you can see, we are kind of open to any kind of attacks, and we have no defenses for it. So I'm thinking maybe work on a ship next episode, or I'll work on one between episodes and we can test fly it and all kind of fun stuff. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all decide what we do next episode. If I don't get no votes or anything for what y'all want to see, I guess we'll just work on the ship, and then the episode after that we'll take it for a test spin and maybe try to find a ship to attack with it or something. I don't know. But this has been an episode where I've been rambling on for way too long, and I apologize. And hopefully you did enjoy this episode. Hit that like button. And until next time, guys, I got my welding torch. Peace out.